Welcome to the big time, pal! Welcome to the big time, pal! Now who's got the upper hand?
There we go. Now Streamlabs can detect my mic. Good evening, THL.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't be your stream with Quaz if it wasn't scuffed, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, this is true.
And obviously I'm Quaz. Joined with me tonight is the big Ted. Ted, how you doing tonight?
Good. I've also never been so relieved to start talking about Hearthstone.
I don't even want to know what you guys are talking about when I was muted.
Yeah, you don't.
And then joined with us is Sage. Sage, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm great, man. I just love making awkward, like, small talk before the show starts. Like, the moment you hit that 30-second countdown, I just try to think of the weirdest thing I can before the show starts.
If it was somehow weirder than the conversation we were having beforehand.
Somehow it was.
Oh my lord.
I gotta set the mood.
You were definitely in some sort of mood before I left. It was one where my girlfriend got angry at me.
Not to go into too much detail, but the word collage was brought up.
Oh, I'm concerned.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it after.
Yeah, something tells me it's not safe for stream.
It is absolutely not.
Oh.
Alright, let's please start talking about Hearthstone.
Yeah, we probably should.
Alright, anyways, last week.
Yeah, so last week.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about this!
I
don't either.
I've got Nas Dormer versus the Burninators.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright, I like starting there. I like starting there.
Yeah, that's a fine starting point.
Yeah.
So Nas Dormer beats the Burninators 16-12. Trippy Toad doing Trippy Toad things. Beating out I can't read.
Ron Mexico, man. He beat Ronnie.
Ooh. That's
know.
that's not a good week for Ronnie.
I don't know if I call it that bad.
he took my boy down. I can't
Trippy
believe
Toad's
it.
been killing it.
That is true.
I
He's
thought
what,
Ron was
4-1?
4-1, yeah.
So that was a
Like-
3-1. Lil Harthy,
Well, yeah.
Ta- Lil Harthy taking on Donde, beating him
Yeah, but-
3-2. Donde's not having a good season so far.
No, he's not.
You know, that was a lot nicer than our guest was last week about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You had Itachi on last week, didn't you?
Yeah, and he had great joy in Dondi's misfortunes this season.
Yes. Shiny Pants beat Anful 3-2. Medusa's loses to 2-star Mako 2-3. And Silver Teapot's Demon loses to Saku 1-3. Okay.
Well, good on Saku for picking up that win.
Yeah.
So I put Saku this week. I'm slightly concerned that he may have something figured out about this meta that I don't.
Maybe.
Although, like,
Yeah.
Silver Teapot's brought Mage.
I mean, like, Saku's the only one in that match that from Paladin. I think that's
Saku brought
definitely
Mage,
100% relevant.
And it wasn't banned either, which is huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Saku winning, he might have just popped up with Paladin. I have no insider info about this, just looking at the matchup.
Yeah. Or just saved it. Probably led Mage.
Maybe.
Because I feel like that might have the most counter cues. Because his Druid was banned. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
just speculation, though.
Also, one thing that I would like to pay attention to is how many undefeated players lost last week. Because it was kind of amazing.
Yeah. Only
Hey,
Blue
let-
Spartan made it out alive.
Yeah. It's kind of unbelievable.
Speaking of Blue Spartan, I believe he is our next matchup.
ATL versus.
What is
Team
my
Royal?
hotkeys for this? There
I don't
it
know.
is.
I don't know. I'm not your dad.
I'm not my own dad. What? Hey.
Can I call you daddy?
No. So
Damn.
my
All right.
order is completely messed up. So I got Team No Pros here versus DSM 5.
Alright, I mean, to be fair, this is a matchup I definitely want to talk about, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
I
happened
really
here?
Want to talk about this too.
What
Dude.
happened here? Oh
Well,
my god.
Super Murloc swept Pasca. That's huge.
Yeah.
Quirky Turtle beat Electabuzz. That's huge. And that's
This matchup is not how I expected it to go at all.
I would have
No,
called
not
the
at all.
Skittles. I think I did call the Skittles win.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's called the Itachi win. I think it called for
Well,
a Sanguine win though.
Itachi had already won.
Yeah,
by the time
Tachi
that
had
we
played
got-
before stream, so I hope you said he was going to win.
I believe
Yeah.
I had sent you those before that matchup was played though.
Alright. But anyways, yeah.
So that's
Huge win.
a
Like,
huge win. That gets DSM back on track
Yeah.
because they're
I mean-
now tied for seventh.
For eighth. They're tied for eighth, but they're 1 point
But
behind
they're-
seventh.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
they're,
they're within.
Yeah, they're
they,
within
They are
like,
within
five,
spitting
I think?
distance of playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. They still have a lot to do. They still have a lot of ground to make up. They still have what? They have the second easiest AOP.
yeah.
Sorry, third easiest. So they're still gonna have a
Although
tough end of the season. But
beating
that's-
NPH is
absolutely, that's a huge win.
giving NPH
And
their
that's-
first loss is huge.
and like again, they have a long road ahead of them, but that shows that they're definitely capable of it.
All right, and then we've got the Teens of the Hearth of the Legend versus the Tan Pams Surf Slam.
Can I go over this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. We've got Avius Lee versus Lefty, 3-1. Catman versus Dirty Mike, 3-2. Liquid Ox versus Kel. Who let Kel in here again? Wasn't he in here last week? Yeah, I guess he's just on the roster now. Anyways,
No,
he
no.
beat Kel. He what shows him as not being a sub. Anyways, he beat Kel 3-1. Chewbacca beat Osmonaut 3-2, and Copper beat It's Me Mike V 3-1. A full sweep, man. God dang.
Yeah,
That is a big week.
I know there's still a lot of weeks left, and I hate to say it, but I really feel like that just might be the last nail in the coffin.
I think that absolutely seals it on 10 PM for them, which really sucks because like
That's tough.
I always love watching them like as it gets closer to like that playoff time and just
Yeah.
watching them just slowly creep in because that's what they've done for the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, but right now they're in last, and they are 10 points behind ninth.
Yeah.
They're currently
Cam Surf Slam got slammed, man.
18 points out of a playoff spot.
We might as well call them the Philadelphia 76ers.
Damn.
I don't get that reference.
Or the or the Detroit Red Wings.
No, that's just cruel.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Coming up onto the next team, we've got ATL versus Team Anoya Team.
Big
I thought
win.
Did we already go? No, we didn't.
No,
I
we
thought
didn't.
I thought this was next.
All right, so I'll run us through this one. Blue Spartans sweeping Ducharmeau. Omzi getting the one over in Thrallum on 3-2. Alien Santa is on the board with a win over
Oh,
Dano.
baby.
Let's go
3-1.
Santa.
Shunsui win over Mad Arms 3-1, and Jim Phillips sweeping Force of Will to put the only win on the board for an Oyo team. That's a big win for ATL, and that puts them into a playoff spot. When
Does
they were
that?
yeah, they're in 4th right now. When they were a bit out of it last week, so that's a big win for them.
Wait, is the difference
Yeah.
between 4th and 8th that close?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
4th and 8th are 8 points apart.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody, like right there on the cusp is like basically like 2/3 of the entire series.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say there are 9 teams still in it. Sorry, Tampams.
Poor Tampams.
Yeah.
Or Tampams.
Well, we'll have to make a tribute to them next week.
Yeah.
And I think this is the matchup that none of us want to talk about.
No.
So, Sage, take it away.
Shut you. Okay,
Your team won it.
so we
Yeah.
yeah, we did win. It's just like the people that lost. I mean, that were the people. But I'd promised Hockey Boys that I wouldn't lose. He promised me he wouldn't, and then we both freaking lost this week, and everybody else won. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Hold on. I think the website's glitching. There's nothing showing up in the 4 seed for me on the website. I don't know what's going on there.
Don't worry, I'm sure Sage will be able to fill us in on that one.
Yes, okay, so
Listen, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, like 3 people came into this matchup undefeated, and none of them came out undefeated. Like we all took losses, man.
Yeah, this matchup
hurt.
set the trend that undefeated players were not going to win.
Yeah, they made us bleed. Y'all made us bleed. All right, props to that.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got Icicles versus Nine Eyebrows in the 1, taking it 3-1. Starlax versus Booze in the 2, taking it 3-1 against Booze. And then Hockey versus the Last Champ in the 3, losing 1-3.
Can
And then Yellow.
I just say how that was a 3 seed matchup and that makes me cry?
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
And then we've got Yellow Dart versus the Big Ted here, our Big Ted, and Ted lost 2-3, unfortunately for Ted. And then this 5 seed matchup, these results can't be right.
No, I think they are.
No. I remember this going very differently.
Do you?
Well, literally the only redeeming part about talking about this week.
I don't know.
Okay.
I could be mistaken on this one. I was really stoned. Oh,
I was
can I
drunk.
say that on stream?
And I had just gotten done driving like for 5 hours,
Oh,
something like that. Yeah.
I mean, on
Business.
one hand, yes, but on the other hand, it's still Quaz. Come on, man. You can't lose.
Shut. Yeah. All right.
I mean, that's fine. On the season, we're 3-3 now.
I'll. You're 3-3.
You and I are 3-3.
We haven't played 3 times.
No,
Oh,
game score.
okay. Yeah, because I swept
You
you in
also
Legacy.
haven't played 6 times.
I was like, what?
No, I'm talking about game score because like that's how I
Yeah.
that's how I value myself as a player.
Are you trying to say you're my rival, Quaz?
No,
You want to go?
I
You wanna
absolutely
go
do
that
not
hard?
want any part of that.
Look,
I mean,
really
just-
Best of
want you
17
to
right now.
Get in
Best
the
of
playoffs so I can get my revenge. All right.
You know what? We're
That's the same thing
trying,
right
okay? Unfortunately, everyone else decided to go and just put up big numbers when we had to take you to a close match.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't winning last week.
We came pretty damn close.
It was.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot closer matchup. There's potential for points to be gained everywhere for every team
Yeah.
on that
You
one.
just face it. Nobody's beating Dad Legend this season.
I can't wait for you guys to get to quarters and just lose.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty impressive to lose in quarters when it's a 14 playoff.
Yeah.
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 No, but
Anyways.
again, I know I'm biased, but I'm pretty sure that we brought you guys to your closest finish.
Yeah, you did. You did. You guys were closer than anybody else. It's pretty impressive. And Quaz did sweep me somehow. I'll. It just. I don't want to talk about it. Okay.
It's
don't
the
wanna
power of Druid just being a bullshit class.
It is.
Also, banning Paladin, which kind of seemed to be like the play.
You kind of cracked me up in the whenever we went over the bans and you thought you'd banned Hunter.
Oh, so yeah, I was like so out of it when I said that. Like, my usual band's Hunter, but I'm like maybe I mixed it up for this one. I don't remember. Even though it's right in front of my screen.
You probably would have been better off not banning Paladin because I hadn't practiced with it at all.
So, same with the
I don't
rogue.
know how you could be any better off after you swept me. I don't know what I'm saying. I am so. Just leave me alone. Get me out of here. Let's move on.
Also, just one thing I would like to mention, and I know I said this in the Hero Series Discord, but Dad Legend being second with the second hardest opponent strength Dad Legend being first with the second hardest opponent strength is so stupid.
Well, it's easy when you just go and dick every other team, and then every other team's so close.
That's just so insane. That's so insane being first when you've had the second hardest schedule.
Yeah.
Just honestly, props to you guys. That's really impressive.
Thank you.
All right. Shall we move on to week 6?
Yeah.
All right. I've got.
You want me to take this one too? It's my team. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't remember what my
Wow,
hockey
Jim.
is to swap over. Swap it over.
Oh, hockey's back in the 4.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I am just trying to get myself organized because all my hotkeys got messed up.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a beer.
Yeah.
Hey, I like it. I have a glass of moonshine myself.
Oh my man.
What?
There we go. Now we got hockeys.
Alright.
Hockeys and hockey boys. You know?
Yeah, I do.
Although, like, he just left. So, Sage did.
What? I didn't leave. I
Oh.
just muted.
Oh. You want to lead us through this matchup?
Sure. Let's see. All right. So it's Dad Legend versus Team Inoyo Team, and in the 1 seed we've got Icicles versus Desharmu, and then we've got. Do I want my predictions right now? Because I can
I wonder what they're going to be.
yeah. I don't root against my boys. Anyways,
Am I hearing a
we got
5-0
Icicles
sweep from
versus-
Sage?
every time. Starlax versus Enthrallment. Then we've got Yellow Dart versus Dano, and Hockey versus Mad at Arms, and myself versus Jim. I'm very familiar with Jim. He's already got his classes in. What a man. And he's above 50 PR. Oh my god, Jim.
Oh my
Look at you,
god,
bro.
that's cruel.
No, dude, he's been 50 PR for forever. He just got above it this past week. I'm so proud.
You know what? I can respect that. I have so much work to get above 50 PR in Hero. It's
What are you
crazy.
at?
You still in like the negatives?
Yeah, I'm like negative 200, I think.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
I don't know. You probably gained like 40 PR last
28.
week.
I gained 28.
Yeah. You eliminated all the PR and gains this whole season.
Oh
Whoops.
man.
That's only because I was only gaining like 5 to 7 a match.
Yeah, that's so you're saying a 5-0 sweep, right, Sage?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right,
Every
Ted.
time.
What you saying?
All
I
right.
mean, we're just strong in every seed.
I'm gonna give it to Ducharmo in the 1.
Ooh,
I feel like that's. I mean, that's definitely one that can go either way.
absolutely.
I think they're both very, very strong 1 seeds. 2 seed I'll give to no, let's give it to Starlax. 3 I'm gonna give it to Dano just because this is Yellow Dart moving back up into the 3. But 4-5 I'm gonna give to Hockey and Sage. So I do say Dad Legend does end up taking it in the end.
I still don't understand how Dead Legend had the PR to like make this roster.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think Icicles takes it, Enthrallment takes it. I think Yellow Dart takes it, and it's a 4-1. I think the only person who loses is Starlax, and that's just because it's 100 PR difference. And Enthrallment's been playing hot in pretty much since he joined THL.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Moving on over to my files are always messed up.
No pros here.
Yeah, I'm just
NPH
trying to find
versus
them.
ATL.
There we go. No pros here versus ATL. Ted, you want to lead us through this one?
Sure. So in the 1, oh man, we have Skittles, who's turning the season around on a 2-match win streak, versus the last undefeated Blue Spartan. 2, we have Egypt PWE versus Omzi. 3, Disco versus Alien Santa. 4, Pasca versus Shansui. 5, Electabuzz versus Force of Will. This is a good match.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely a matchup. Like, I want as many of these matches on stream as possible.
Yeah. All right. My predictions. Are you guys ready for bold predictions time?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Bold prediction: there will be no more undefeated players after this week.
Is that even that
Skittles.
bold?
I'd say so. Blue Spartan's been murdering everybody who so much as looks at him.
That's fair.
While Skittles is still below 500. I'd say that's absolutely bold. Skittles takes the 1. PWE takes the 2. Disco takes the 3. Shansui in the 4, and Electabuzz in the 5.
Okay.
I'm saying NPH is not messing around after last week, and they're just going to come in, and I feel bad for ATL because I bet NPH is focused now, and they're just going to slam them. I'm giving ATL the 4, and that's it. Guas.
All right. I agree. Skittles takes it, but I think Omzi takes the 2. Alien Santa takes the 3. I think Pascal takes the 4. And it's a real toss-up on the 5. I think Electabuzz bounces back after his loss last week, and so I think it's going to end up being a 4-1 Team No Pros here.
4-1.
Yeah.
Wasn't that 2-2? Didn't you gave OMZ and Alien the 2 and 3?
Oh shit, you're right. So 3-2. My bad.
Yeah.
I can't do basic math.
Pretty bold to bet against PWE here.
I don't know. I think OMZ, if someone's going to take out Agent PWE after Agent PWE lost last week.
That's fair. Right, Sage?
Yes. Okay. So, I'm feeling pretty envious of that 5-0. I'd like to see him get knocked to a 5-1. I'm gonna bet on Skittles winning here this week. Right, Blue, you going down? You going down? If it's not this week, it'll be next week. And then in the 2, shoot, man. I think PWE, he's not as perfect as he seemed. I think Omzi might actually be able to take him down here. I like it. Alien still has a lot of ground to cover. I'm real happy that he picked up a win, but I think Disco is probably going to beat him this week. He's a great player, but yeah, I think Disco is probably going to take it. And then Shinsui in the 4 somehow. And I think I'll take Force of Will in the 5 too.
So you're actually giving it to ATL?
Yeah, I'm giving it to ATL.
Man. That'd be kind of rough for NPH to go 4-0 and then lose too.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm looking forward to it. I think I play them next week. So
that's a matchup.
That is a matchup. All right, we got the Teens of the Hearth of the Legends versus the DSM 5. This is an exciting matchup.
Yeah, both teams coming up off of like huge weeks in their own regards.
I think this also sets the pace for both teams if they're going to make playoffs or not.
Yeah,
or if how close they will be getting to playoffs, anyways.
Mm-hmm. I want to say this is another one that DSM 5 should win if they want to make playoffs.
Yeah. So we got Aviously versus Snake in the 1. Catman versus Itachi in the 2. That's a good matchup. Liquid Arts versus Sanguine in the 3. Chewbacca versus Super Murloc in the 4. Copper Talon versus Quirky Turtle in the 5. I think obviously takes it in the 1. Itachi takes the 2. Sanguine's been really struggling this season so far, so I think Liquid Arts takes it. Think Super Murloc takes the 4 and Quirky takes the 5.
So you're giving it to DSM?
I am giving it to DSM.
Say, do you want to go next?
Sure, man. Sure. I think probably, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think Avi probably takes the 1, and I like Itachi in the 2 as well, even though he's been talking mad smack about LHS here lately, but I think he's just better than Catman.
Even though he's overrated?
Yes, he is way overrated. He thinks he's so good, but he's not as good as he thinks. That's what I think. He's overrated. He talks a good game, though. Liquid Ox in the 3, and I want to say Chewbacca in the 4, and Copper in the 5. So I think I'm giving it to Teen Hearth Legends 4-1.
Yeah. All right. One thing to mention: this is kind of the matchup of cult vets from last season. 4/5 of last season's cult is in this match. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna say Aviously takes the 1. You know what? I'm going bold. Catman takes the 2.
Okay.
Liquidox takes the 3. You know what? F it. 5-0. THL.
Oh, okay, that is bold.
I know that's bold. However, I think this roster is very strong and got a lot stronger with the addition of Chewbacca. And I think they're going to just kill it. All right.
No, we have to face them still?
No, we already played them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I think this team is, I think they've combination of having a hard start to the season and underperforming a little bit, but I think they're absolutely a top team right now. And yeah, I think they're gonna have a big week.
That's fair.
All right.
All right. Moving on to the next matchup, which is the Burninators versus
Have you done over
Nans.
Nas Dormu yet?
So my files that it's reading from are very messed up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I can take this.
All right.
All right. So we've got my boy Ron Mexico, versus Lefty in the 1. Yeah, I think Ron's taking this every day of the week. And then we've got Lil Herthy versus Dirty Mike in the 2. I think Lil Herthy is taking this as well any day of the week. Then we've got Shiny Pants versus Brushy Tuna, which is a pretty close matchup. I think it could go either way. I think I might actually give this one to Tuna. And then we've got Medusas versus Osmonaut in the 4. I think this one's going to Oz. And then we've got Silver versus It's Me, Mike V in the 5. And I think, I want to say Silver probably picks this one up here. So we got the Burninators 3-2.
Yeah. I'm gonna go very similar to you, except I'm gonna give the 5 to Mike V. So I'm gonna say Burninators take Ron and Lil Horthy in the 1 and 2. Tampa Haven takes the bottom 3 with Brushy, Osmonaut, and Mike. So I'm actually giving Tampa a bit of an upset here.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what their roster is meant to do, is just have all the bottom 3 seeds win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close?
So I'm gonna agree with that one. Ron Mexico and Lil Herthy take the top 2.
Yeah.
Then Brushy, Ozma, and It's Me, Mike take the bottom 3.
Yeah.
All
right.
Now I believe that leaves us with one last matchup,
Yeah.
which is Nozdormu versus the Cult. So starting it off,
Man, this is y'all's team.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Starting off, we got 9 Eyebrows versus Trippy Toad. 1 and 4 versus 4 and 1. The Last Champ versus Donde. Interestingly enough, both 9 Eyebrows and The Last Champ have the exact same PR.
Not exact.
Well, until you go down to the decimal places.
Then they are 0.13 PR off.
Oh. Then we've got Boozosaurus Rex versus Anful. The Big Tedard versus 2-Star Mako. And Quaz versus Saku. I'm pretty sure Icons refer to that matchup as just 2 wet noodles fighting each other.
I believe you because that sounds like something Icon would definitely say.
Yeah. So, there's
Quaz.
only one unbiased person, so we'll start with them. Sage?
All right. I like it.
All right, so I think Nostormu takes it 4-1 with the only loss being Donde. Yeah.
With only loss?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, the only person losing being Donde.
Okay.
Because he just can't win this season.
I see how it is.
Yeah, I definitely
Yep.
see how that is.
I see how it is.
Y'all are getting it handed to you this week.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
They're going to do to you what we should have done to you last week.
Yo.
Sorry.
So, remember how I said biased? Or unbiased? I think there's a little bias in there.
Yo.
There
Anybody?
might be a little bit of bias.
Anybody on Team Anoya team out there that's looking for a practice partner? I'm here. I will do everything in my power to watch you. Yeah, like
But he did just lose. So, I mean, do you
And-
really want somebody that just lost
giving you help.
So what you're
Especially-
saying is
Jim
I should be
Pelosi-
helping them.
Jim Falos in
Yeah.
particular,
Yeah.
please reach out to me. I will help you, man. Please kick Sage's
I
ass and
was-
make him 4-2.
I was thinking of offering to practice with Jim this week just as a joke, but then I felt like, nah, that might be a little mean.
Might be a
Yeah,
little
that was
BM
kinda
there.
rude.
Jim, please
Yeah.
send him to the shadow room.
Send him to the shadow realm. That's Shinsui's job. All right, Ted.
No, I
what are your
sent Shunsui
predictions?
to the Shadow Realm?
I really hope we eliminate you guys from playoffs now. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna say, oh man, I love my boys, but I can't bet against Chirpy Toad. He's obviously an insane player.
Dude's secretly language hacker. I swear.
My prediction: he's secretly Navi. You heard it. You heard it here first. Anybody out here who gets that? Anybody out there who gets that joke? Yeah, but anyways, I'm giving Trippy Toad the 1, Last Champ the 2, Booze the 3, myself the 4, and Quas the 5.
I think
Yes,
you
I'm
really
biased.
overestimate me in the 5.
No, you're positive.
I think that's the first time in the season anyone's ever been able to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
let's root for Quaz because then he doesn't win.
No, because I will always root against myself anyways. So
Yeah, true. And plus, you chose. You
But
chose
this doesn't
against.
count.
You chose against him, and Quaz chose against himself. So it's 2-1. So that means he's gonna win easy.
Oh.
Sorry, man. That's how it works. Also, too late
No.
to change your prediction.
I'd like to point out, y'all caster cursed me last week. Everybody rooted for me.
Oh, then I'm gonna root for you every week from now on.
And everybody said I was going to sweep them. They're like, yeah, Sage sweeps Quaz. No, that's not how it played out at all.
I don't think I've ever
May-
seen
may I
Quaz
be
that happy.
excused to cry?
I don't think I've ever seen Quaz that happy. Then after that match,
yes, you have twice.
what else? Oh, Everside and Will.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
two very similar like upset PR wins.
Yeah. Anyways, what are your predictions, Quaz?
My predictions are Nine Eyebrows brings it back because he said he's not gonna lose any more games.
True, he did say that. I think I see where this is going.
The last champ beats up on Donde because Duck Fonde.
Duck Fonde.
I swear we haven't practiced that.
Great minds think alike.
Booze beats Anvil. Sorry, Ted. I think 2-star beats you.
Fuck. Anybody out there looking for a 3/4 seed next season? Hit me up.
I mean, in Legacy, you're a 1.
I shouldn't be a 1. you really want to bring up that conversation,
No.
Mister can't use more than 1200 PR.
And then I think Saku beats me. He had a huge win last week against.
Jim, I think.
No, it wasn't Jim.
It wasn't?
No.
I thought it was. Oh, no,
It was
Jim
Silver.
Jim beat somebody. Yeah, against Silver. My bad. Jim won last week. I was happy for him. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Saku. The 50 PR gang won last week, so.
Yeah.
Because even Quirky won last week.
She did.
Yeah. So it's all about the 50 PR, you know? As soon as you get out of that club,
Yeah.
you just kind of start sucking until you get back
Yeah,
down.
man. I got you a big lead there.
I see. That's why I have such a negative PR because then I'll never be good. I'll never suck. I'll just always be good. That's how that works, right?
You want to trade PRs? I want to be 50.
No, it only works if you're naturally a 50 PR player.
In fact, I think just the thought of trying to scam your PR means you're going to never win again. That's just how it works, right?
That's just rude. That's rude and uncalled for.
No, he started it when he said we were going to lose 4-1 out of spite.
That's fair. That is fair. All right.
Whatever helps you sleep tonight.
That helps me sleep at night? It's the chance I get my
Wow.
team back to the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, y'all are really almost there. Who else is almost there? We have a lot of time left. How did we get through this so fast?
We can still talk about cards.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
I mean, I just want to talk about like the teams and their standings real quick. Just
Okay.
like, geez, man, you guys are second to last, but you have the hardest strength of schedule.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
Well, we've already played NPH and Dead Legend.
Yeah, I think you guys were like a nice red last week, and now you're just like this deep red.
Yeah, it was not nice.
Yeah. Also, I really feel bad doing this, but it really helps that we get to close out the season by playing DSM 5 and Tam Tams.
Ooh, just call them out like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't mean much if we don't put up at least decent numbers in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Quaz, you have to win some more so that way your team makes playoffs.
I have
Realize that, right?
I have a better record than what my team record is right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. I think this might be one of the only times you've ever been able to say this about anything in history, but it's not Quaz's fault.
That is such a weird thing to hear. Even my girlfriend blames me for everything. She's just giving me the thumbs up, right?
I'd like to point out that No Pros Here actually has one of the easier strength of schedules so far.
Yeah.
I think a big part of it is the fact that they're one of the teams that is like destroying other teams, as well as they haven't faced Dead Legend yet.
Yeah, I guess the argument is, are they capitalizing off of it, or is it just that they're doing so well point-wise because they've been against easier opponents?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, another thing to consider, too, is, like, a lot of teams get a hard strength of schedule when they play NPH, but they don't have to play it themselves.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think they're going to drop down to... Or they're going to rise up to that kind of, like, 14 mark. Like, 14 and a quarter after they face Dead Legend, which is in, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how the AOS looks after the season ends. Just purely for the fact that, like, it's probably going to be, like, the teams at the top are going to have the easier just because they're putting up points.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Yeah, we're up against the team that has the easiest strength of schedule so far, Team Anoyo team.
Team Anoyo team, yeah.
And I'm kind of curious how their AOS is going to look next week. They're at 12.65 right now.
It's probably going to bring them a lot closer to the median.
Yeah. What is the median right now, Ted? Because you're definitely the math nerd.
I don't have that number calculated at the moment. Hold on.
And while Ted does that, has anyone played with the new Reno yet?
Yes, I have. I actually played with the new Reno right before we started the call.
Claus,
And,
why'd you do this?
Okay, so I played with the new Reno right before we started the call. And after I played it, right, got rid of my opponent's Edwin and some other junk that was on the board. And then my Reno immediately drew a card and put me at full hand size. And I burned Zephyrs. And I was like, okay, well, I need to dump my cards out of my hand so that way I don't burn anything else important. So I play 2 cards. It was kind of a clunky hand. I play 2 cards. And then he plays Clever Disguise, filling my hand again, and I burn Luna's Pocket Galaxy. And I think he burned one other card somehow.
Giant?
I don't remember how, but I was so mad. No, fortunately it wasn't Giant. But he burned something else that I was mad about. I mean, just because he was burning stuff. And then my opponent played Academic Espionage. And 3 turns in a row, he top decks a 1-mana Pyroblast. Oh my god. Are you for real right now? Like, I had nothing. I couldn't get back on the board fast enough, and he just kept Pyroblasting and playing stuff, and just, lucky looker, man.
I mean, when you can deal 30 damage for 3 mana, like, very few people can beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up on Trollden, I swear to God. If he was recording that, I'm gonna be so mad.
I can't
we'll
wait
find
for
out
you
if
to
it
show up
is.
on Shoulden tomorrow.
No. Please no. He was emoting so much. He was like pointing it at my face. So Reno, I really liked the Reno effect. It's just the way that it ended up really like betraying me that game. I'm not super stoked about playing it again, but I'm gonna try it some more. It was pretty
14.1.
interesting.
14.1 is the
Probably be about
median?
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14.1 is the median. Or
Interesting.
sorry, the mean. The mean, not the median.
What about the mode?
Mode is 15.4. Or no, sorry. Mode is 14.75.
Sure, I'll take your word for it. I don't remember math
what?
terms. I just
No,
remember median and mode.
Quaz, mode's just the one that appears most.
Oh,
So it'd be 14.75 because it appears twice. And everything else appears once.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That seems about right. I mean, there's nobody that's white right now. Everybody's either like slight green, slight red, or real
Yeah.
green, real red.
Well, I don't think anyone will be like white until. Actually, is there even a way for people to be?
No,
There were a couple white ones last week.
yeah, last week whenever I read the blog, there were a couple white.
Hmm.
But like at that point, they were like up because that's when it was AOPE, not AOS.
Yeah.
They were like
just-
they were like 1 or 2 off of the median or the mode.
I would just like to give our hat
mean-
and everybody else that's been working on the standings stuff and added this AOS, the strength of schedule stat, because this has been the most intriguing addition to like the stats for me this whole season is this AOS and the AOPE or whatever it was before, like
Yeah.
just like the way it's kind of evolved over the season. I can't stop looking at it every week. It's really interesting.
It was definitely very helpful for me when I was doing my playoff or like kind of like mid-season recap
Yeah.
because like there's a lot of data on what teams are playing well but they've had easier schedules versus what teams are falling behind but they still have an easy end of the season.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in those
So do
numbers.
we want to talk about the new cards now?
Sure.
I don't remember
I mean,
what
I've
the
already
new cards
talked
are.
about Reno. There's that beetle that seems okay. I forget what it is. Do we have like a list?
I'm looking for one.
I'm just scrolling up the
We're
list.
so prepared, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Here we go. So we got Frenzied Following.
Oh, that card looks so good.
Costs 1 less for each damage dealt to your opponent this turn. So I think that's really gonna benefit like Zoo.
Just any aggro deck.
Yeah, any aggro deck. Oh, that's a neutral. Huh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like literally that's probably just saying playing any any aggro deck.
Boom Squad.
This card's weird.
Discover a lackey, mech, or dragon. So-
I don't think it's good enough.
No, it's
Highlander Control
I
might
don't
take
know that
it.
it's even versatile. Yeah, I guess Highlander might like it.
Yeah.
Under
But
Control
like,
Warrior.
but like,
'Cause, I mean, you've got something to fill out the curve, or something for value, or something for mid range.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place.
and I feel like even if Highlander Control does play it, this is like your 29th card or 30th card in your deck,
Oh, absolutely.
and it's gonna be first to cut 100%.
Yep.
All right, I love this card.
Chaos Gazer.
The Chaos Gazer. Yeah, I do too.
this card.
It looks so cool. The flavor to it is just so sweet.
Yeah.
I ended up having to play it in my solo adventure today, and it felt weird to play. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's really good for hand disruption.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Especially, you hit like that 10 mana curve, and you hit like a Zul'jin or something like that when like their pool isn't the greatest, or like you have a lot of good cards on board.
Also, just design wise, I love how they made a playable card.
Yeah.
Because this card would be such BS if it wasn't.
Oh, I
Yeah, it
cannot
would.
wait for all the trolling clips for this card, because it's
Yeah.
gonna be so subtle.
Definitely.
And then the Grand Lackey Urk, that rogue I played against with the Reno played this, and it was. I remember not being impressed by this card, but I don't know. It just gave him basically an entire turn. Like the whole turn was just him playing that, and then just playing lackey after lackey after lackey. Like that was just the whole turn, and it seemed pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, lackeys are like really cool. I'm not excited for another year of them though.
That's fair.
No,
Then we got the shot bot.
oh, this card looks so good. I think this puts Paladin on the map. It was already kind of there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
definitely
already
on the radar.
Blizzard.
This definitely puts it on the map for sure.
Yeah, the list I was running today on ladder was running it, and it felt really good to play.
I really hate Blizzard for printing this card. Really hate them for printing this card. This card's again, it's a slightly worse Shielded Minibot, and Shielded Minibot is
I think it's
arguably-
better.
like Shielded Minibot's a lot stronger with magnetic.
That's true. Shielded Minibot definitely works better with like buffs and magnetic and everything, but
Yeah.
I think like standalone without any buffs or any magnetic, I think it's better just because it trades better. You can like trade into a 1/1, have it die to a 1/1, then trade into a 1/1, and yeah, it like kills 4 1/1s while the Shielded Minibot would only kill 3
Wait, how's this killing 4/1/1s?
because it's got 4 effective health.
It has 3 effective health because
It has
Reborn
3
only gives
effective
it.
Oh right,
Alright, it revives it with 1.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so like this like is
It's why I'm a
pretty
5 seed.
It brings back the old debate that like Reborn's basically Divine Shield, but it's on the back end.
Yeah.
Then
It
escaped
still kills a lot of
Manaspur.
1/1s. Manaspur? Is that what you said? Manaspur?
Yeah.
Mana Saber.
Mana Saber. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. Stealth whenever this attacks gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. That's an interesting effect.
It's better when you play it on 4, I think.
I feel like it might be good with like Quest Druid.
Yeah, I think it could fit into a lot of different decks, to be honest. I think a lot of stuff just likes that sort of...
Floatable mana.
Yeah, not floatable mana, just like that sort of temporary ramp where
Yeah.
you get like just a little extra something in the mid game. It
Yeah.
helps you to stabilize.
That and a
I think
3/5
it's probably
body.
just good in control.
A 3/5
trades
body is
well.
pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is a lot better than it looks.
Yeah. I feel like this is like sees its way in probably mostly every mid range deck. This is just like a premium mid range card.
I
Yeah.
think it could fit into control too. I'll be honest.
No, yeah, like definitely like it can fit into control, but I'm like mid range is salivating at this. This is
Yeah.
like everything
yeah.
mid range deck wants.
Then we got the Steel Beetle.
It seems okay. It's interesting.
I think
mean,
Quest Druid's
it's-
gonna pick it up.
I don't know.
Because it helps fill out your early turns
It's
with a minion on board.
it's I mean, how do we compare this to Plated Beetle? Because Plated Beetle saw play.
Plated Beetle saw a lot of play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in control decks, but not druid
Yeah,
decks. I don't think.
yeah. Fair, not in Druid.
I saw like Toddwaggle Druid and stuff like that. I saw playing. So like combo
Okay.
decks.
I don't know. I might be wrong. But yeah,
Uh,
this I feel like on paper this card's pretty good, but Druid is kind of awkward.
I mean, how many other like mage?
Mage would love this card.
Well, like I'm just trying to think of how many classes have like spells that cost 5 or more that you would run.
It's a druid card, bro.
I know, but like Ted's saying that like it'd feel better in like another class. I'm just trying to think of what
Yeah.
classes it would be like other than mage.
I don't know, warrior.
Warrior. I mean, Warrior, you have double brawl.
Yeah, double. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Oh,
much
well.
it.
It's decent.
You know what I kind of wish they did? Brought back like
What?
tri-class neutrals.
Nah.
It sucks because the whole tri-class idea was, it was good, but that was one of the worst metas of all time. That like it's just kind of like soiled the idea of tri-class.
Yeah.
And then last is we've discussed that already, Reno. Sage's best friend.
Yeah. Yeah, he betrayed me. But I'm gonna come back, Reno. We're gonna have some words, all right, buddy.
Oh
You
boy,
can't keep doing this to me.
he's gonna throw hands.
Yeah, I actually got his effect mixed up earlier. I was talking to Mako about it in chat, and for some reason I got it mixed up because I hadn't played him yet, right? And
Yeah.
I thought his hero power passive was like the one in a solo adventure, and I was like, yeah, it seems like it'd be a lot better with a lot more spells in the deck. While Highlander Mage like just has a lot of minions, and yeah, I confused Mako there for a minute until we finally figured out what wavelength I was on in the realm of idiot. And I was like, right, okay, so it actually works really, really well in Highlander because you don't need a lot of spells. And it just kind of plays spells.
Yeah, definitely.
I just like the
It's
poof.
got a lot of, yeah, that poof, yeah. It's actually a really satisfying effect because it just kind of makes everything go, like, just, yeah. I like it.
Does
I
it
like the
create like
card.
little clouds?
It does.
Oh, I'm gonna have to like create a Highlander deck and play it. Because what other degenerate mage deck would you be playing?
So I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. I didn't have any of the Highlander cards crafted until today.
No?
None. I think I got Zephyrs like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, well, I actually got the golden Zephyrs out of a pack, and I was like, well, so much for that. I don't have any of the other cards that enable this, so who cares?
That's fair. Wait,
But now I do,
Cyclone Mage
so.
is the thing. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Cyclone Mage. What a headache.
Yeah. Alright, well that brings us to 7 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock for me, bud.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock. You guys are both wrong.
So we've got to be about that hour point then.
Right.
I haven't seen any questions in chat. So
How many people are in chat?
2.
Hey, chat.
I think I'm one
It's
of
me,
them.
your boy
Yeah.
Sage. I love you guys.
Well, like to be fair, I know there are a lot of people who do watch us on VOD.
Yeah.
To all my boys on the VOD, y'all let me know what y'all think of the new cards, man.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Make sure you hit like
they're pretty
and
dope.
subscribe.
I think this week's cards were probably the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do we got coming up this week in terms of streams, Ted? Do you know?
Yeah, well, I know. Obviously, we have Heart Center tomorrow night. We have Tavern Talk.
The Hall of Fame announcements.
Yes.
I'm on the committee, so I'm very in tune with what's going on. We've got a couple inductees. I'm just gonna say
Oh,
we've got a
nice.
couple of them.
And so definitely tune in to see who got inducted this season. It'll be the first class of 2020. I'm pretty hyped. I think I got to write one of the induction articles again, and they got on to me about it because in the first one I ever wrote for Brewski, I added like a screenshot of chat or something from Discord, and they're like, "No more pictures." I'm like, okay. So
Yeah, but we'll get that as well as the Week 5 player rankings.
right.
A lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
the Hall of Fame stuff, definitely check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Player rankings, obviously, great. Yeah, I love Hearth
Yeah.
Center. I need to watch more of it.
Yeah. Same
Don't
here.
forget to go and fill out the survey, the Power Rankings podcast survey that Dano and Matt at Arms do every week. They just posted it in some of the chat channels.
Yeah. And then obviously Thursday night Tavern Talk, our brother program, I guess you could call it. Where they
Sister
go
program
Sister.
for the legacy.
What a bunch of
Um,
nerds.
Friday night fights. I believe it will be myself and Saki this week.
Oh, that's
I hear they don't even drink over there.
Trust me, I drink over there. Or what on Thursday or Friday?
On Thursday.
All right, yeah,
Yeah, I hear they don't drink.
yeah, not at all. Yeah, and I have I have one match for Friday. It's JR Juggerlaw versus Icon. I don't know if we're looking for a second match, but yeah, feel free if you're interested in playing at 9 that night, and we don't have a second match. Hit me up, and or Donde, and
Or
we'll see.
Saku.
Or soccer.
That's Ted. Ted saying hit me up.
Yeah,
Ted
But yeah.
wants everyone in his DMs.
yeah,
Hey,
And-
if y'all want to come to my DMs for any reason, I don't mind. A lot of people just avoid me for some reason. I don't mind.
yeah, I don't blame them. Anyways, and then yeah, Saturday night we have Salty Saturday, and then Sunday Showdown.
Yeah. so
Klaus, do we have any matches for Sunday yet
Uh,
that you're aware of?
not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Although Donde likes to hit me up in like the middle of the week and just be like, "Hey, you busy Sunday?" And I'm like, "Nah."
But yeah, that's what we have for streams.
All right. So with that said, this has been another last saloon standing. Joined with me was Sage and the Big Ted. And good night.
Yeah, my boys.
See you
Good
guys.
night.